Very nice.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
So you were trying to paint before your granddaughter ended up?
For a while.
So that would be challenging. You basically have the painting in your lap. So
Yeah, she was sitting here and I was working against the clock because Mark said I had to have it by whatever it was, I don't know. So, so
that's wonderful that you could do it. Yeah. Does she like it when you paint?
well, she wants to paint. She's just so funny. And like I say, she's so mischievous, so if I say to her, no, you can't paint with these paints, she'll, reach out to try to do it. Doesn't make me happy. But she's so adorable. It's so hard to get mad at her. But Holly is really right about how, you get better and better the more you do it, even though you don't realize that anything's happening. Because a lot of times I'm just so frustrated, and I feel like I'm having such a hard time, and that the painting isn't coming out very well. And it certainly doesn't feel like I'm learning anything. But I must be, because I can tell that I feel a little more confident.
Good.
And that I think that's a function of just forcing myself to do it. It's kind of like meditating, Like they say, well, the great thing about meditating is that it's working and all you're doing is sitting there and it's helping you a lot. But when you're doing it, it just feels, to me, it feels like torture sometimes. Just sitting there, and then bringing your attention back to the breath and not getting caught up in all these kinds of stories that I tend to tell myself.
So have you been able to keep up your meditation practice with having the baby in the house?
No, but it has nothing to do with the baby.
No.
It's just that do you meditate?
No. Actually, I find I do these killer Sudoku puzzles.
Oh.
And sometimes when I'm doing a puzzle, it feels like meditation.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I like Tai Chi. I don't do it enough, but I've just signed up for a class.
Oh, cool.
I'm better with meditation and movement. So. I think there's supposed to be lots of health benefits to meditation.
Well, I mean, when I was doing it, and even now, having done it, a lot of times I can catch myself telling myself a story that's kind of ridiculous. And realizing, oh, I'm telling myself a story and this is ridiculous. Whereas before I did any meditating, I would just get totally caught up in the story and think it was the gospel truth. So I know it's helpful to me. But I find it really hard to make myself do it.
Mm-hmm. Did you used to go to the meditation group?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I used to go to the Monday group,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have these sanghas, and I was part of a sangha. And that's kind of like what you had talked about with, what do you call those groups?
Covenant group?
The covenant group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. It was, you know, having the discussions really helped me a lot.
I love your creatures.
You do?
Yes, I would like to play with them and talk and converse. Maybe have tea.
What's today? Tuesday? Tuesday, right?
Tuesday, yes.
Lexi goes to daycare Mondays and Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
And I take her there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so hard.
Does she have a hard time transitioning to daycare?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I think the person who suffers separation anxiety most is me, not her. Because it's just like, God.
Does the daycare provider say that she settles down quite quickly once you've gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was my experience. I remember being told that when the kids were small and I was dropping them off.
Did you find it hard?
My kids, I think just at the beginning, they got used to it.
Yeah. I mean, we've had these arguments where I've said, I don't want her going there anymore. I don't want her going there anymore. She's too little, she's too scared. And Cindy kept on saying, yes, but she needs to go there. And Cindy's been right because, you know, she's getting better and better.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's, how many other kids are there?
It's a very small, it's a family daycare, so
Mhm.
it's very, very small.
But it's probably good for Lexi to have that interaction with other kids, right?
Right, right.
That's it. Our kid, when I was working part-time, my kids were in a family daycare. It was very nice. Yeah.
Was it in Medford?
Mm-hmm. It's just in somebody's home,
Right.
which
Yeah.
was very nice.
Yeah, this woman is so nice that runs this. Oh, God.
Is this the person who also has some experience with speech therapy development, or is that somebody else?
No, those people, no, this is just strictly a daycare
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, no, but there's, we called, I think it's run by the state, maybe,
Mhm.
early intervention.
Yes.
And 4 different people came as evaluators.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite amazing. And you don't pay anything. And they determined that her speech indeed was behind. So I guess I should be talking about painting. But I like the juxtaposition of the animals with the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks nice. It makes a nice pattern. And oh well. I mean, part of me just wants to take the paint and go whoosh. You know what I mean? Like it's so like dainty and delicate, and it makes you want to just go pow.
Maybe sometime you should do a pound painting.
Right.
You don't always have to do the same.
Right. That's true. So what do you think?
We got about 12 minutes
Okay.
of that.
Should we get 3 more? I
Sure.
don't know. I feel
Sure.
like I should say some
Well,
profound thing.
well, here's something.
you said-
Here's a question I have. Do you have a design in your head when you start this painting, or does it just start flowing out? Like you don't do any sketches beforehand. There's no pencil lines on it or anything like that.
No.
It's entirely free form.
Yeah, well, it isn't and isn't. I mean, I keep painting the same painting over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that's kind of mystical is that even though I'm doing the same painting over and over again, it seems to, evolve on its own. That's the
It's the
weird
same
thing.
motif. It's not exactly the same painting
Yeah.
each time.
Mm-hmm.
And it, I don't know. This is so much nicer than painting all by myself in my room. I thought I would never be able to paint with people talking to me or people around, but I feel better with you guys here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's
Because you guys are so nice.
Well, also you are, you like to teach,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
That's basically what you're doing.
Yeah.
I remember the time you led an activity for our artist group where you had prepared various small papers with animal designs and then
Oh, yeah.
let us do the wash of color
Yeah.
over them. That was very, very cool.
But I remember thinking, oh no, you're not supposed to do it like that. You're supposed to do it like this. That's what, that's what's hard about teaching. I mean, you have this vision of what you want the people to do. Of course, they never do what even though you describe it,
Mhm.
they're going to do something different, which is like the creative process. But it's almost like, I don't want the creative process to happen because you're supposed to do it like this.
How do you know when you're done with the painting?
When all of the sides are filled with you know,
Life.
life, different creatures interacting and stuff. Yeah. So did we get 3 minutes?
We have, yep, a total of 15 minutes on this one.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.